random.
Hello! Welcome to Totally Random, your periodic show about concrete5. I'm Franz. This is Andy.
Hello.
It is Friday the 13th. Thus our spooky black and white nature.
It's very spooky.
Yes, it's going to be an exciting black and white spooky Totally Random.
Filled with chills and thrills.
Chills and thrills, both of those. So let's get right into it. News in the concrete5 land. We released some free internationalization stuff that's really awesome, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You want to talk about that?
I don't know anything about that.
Okay, well, let's figure it out. We released an update the free add-on that included a bunch of stuff. I think this was actually a decision that we made a long time ago and all the boys just did for us.
Yes.
It actually just came out. It was we were going to include a better way to convert strings.
Yes, one thing I know that this includes, if you go to the changelog, Matt, that might be helpful for us right at the moment.
Okay.
One thing I know that this includes is it includes the ability to have the English section of your site live at the root of your site, and then have other nodes live beneath it, which is not something you could do before, and that was kind of limiting when you had a site where it was like there was a significant subsection of pages that were multilingual, but most of it was at the root, and you didn't really want to re-architect the entire site to live underneath an English node. Mm-hmm. You can kind of default everything to English or whatever language, and then have other nodes inside it, and so that's pretty nice. What else do we got? You can use I don't think we have actually done all of the things that we
just started down the road.
We just started down the road.
Well, if it's not in there yet, version 1.4 will include the string conversion stuff.
Yeah,
we are a nice interface for translating strings as well as content, the application strings, so bits inside of your toolbars and whatnot. So that is on the way, but it looks like 1.3 is still being well received by our international community. From the reports that we are both being told by our wonderful staff that we deeply love and trust, clearly. That's the news that I know of.
Yeah.
Let's do some karma.
And now, for the weekly winners. Come on down.
Okay. So, concrete5.org, you can earn points for doing things. You can help people in the forums, you can promote the project, or you can do actual work. Not that those other two aren't work.
No.
Sorry. I don't work. I just help and promote things, so, I still get paid. But, you earn points, and people who win the most points get prizes. And this is when we find out who won. Who won?
Looks like we have Mike Lay winning a copy of the ABC Canvas Gallery.
Sweet! I know Mike loves photography, so he will be using that gallery.
Then we got Host Code getting a copy of the Pro Image add-on for promoting concrete5.
Nice.
And we have Growth Curve winning a copy of the Backstretch add-on for work.
Excellent.
Backstretch.
Well, congratulations to you three, and keep up the great work. There's actually a interesting forum thread in the community leaders section talking about how the Karma machine runs and so.
Really?
Yeah, some modifications
nice.
that we might make to that. So we would see fewer veteran winners kind of taking prizes week after week. But we're thinking about that. It all sounds very reasonable. If you're interested in that, that conversation's going on.
Nice.
What about stickers?
Let's see.
All right, stickers. John the Fish.
Yep, he's at the BBC.
Sweet. I'm sure they appreciate that.
High five.
High five, BBC. Excellent.
And this is John the Fish at a horse.
And a horse. That's fantastic.
It's on a horse.
I'm on a horse.
And this is actually kind of a good segue. Speaking of pets and animals and domesticated animals and whatnot.
And stickers.
This one features a hamster.
No. Hello.
Oh, buddy there.
V. Larson is teaching his hamsters how to use concrete5.
It's just that easy. Even a hamster can use it.
And this next one comes off of Twitter. This is pretty cool. This is from Droopleg.
This is awesome.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is sweet.
We are right there next to the Drupal Spooge guy, and They've cut the sticker up so it fits. It's pretty cool.
That's super cool.
And that's it.
Nice
That is
shoe,
fantastic.
too. All right. Well, thank you. We love seeing those. It's a easy and wonderful way to promote the project. If you would like stickers, we'd like to send them to you. All you got to do is go to our marketplace page and marketplace drop down, find the swag, boom, click on that page, you scroll all the way down, and you find that address form. You put in a full address. Now, let's cut back here for a second.
Oh, this is sad. I saw this.
Now, every week, I remind you, our wonderful community that we deeply love, that when we ask for a full post address, what we actually mean is a place that we can mail something to using the U.S. mail system, because we have not yet invented a way to send stickers through email. Your postal address is something that you need to know. If there's an emergency,
It's one of the first things you learn.
you want to know it. Yeah, you want to know it.
Life.
It's like your phone number. You can call mom. If you need to get home, you need your postal address. And that is where we will send the stickers. It's very disappointing when, for sake of privacy, when this happens. Return to sender. Address unknown. Oh, so sad. This is going to bankrupt us, people. There's easily $1.50 of value in this envelope. We cannot just send them out to have them come back. A tear shed every time this happens. So please.
That's the real horror of today's Friday the 13th.
That is the real horror of the 13th. Put the black and white aside. Return mail of stickers.
Wasted
Come on.
opportunity.
Yeah, just give us a real mailing address, man. Put your name in there so we'll actually get them to you. And we'll say stickers is free. We'll burn your address. If we choose to mock you on our show, we'll even put our fingers in front of the envelope so no one knows actually how to get to your home. Although clearly the U.S. Postal Service can't get to your home, so I don't know why I bother doing that. But there you go. Send you stickers. You send us pictures. It's a fun game. That's the stickers. Shall we showcase?
Yes, we shall.
Excellent.
And now for the showcase session.
Hello, AT&T. You should really give me a call. For the irony that this promotional page for your website builder solution is, can we view source there, Matt? Is built with CCM
There it is.
concrete5.
That's wild doing.
However, the actual builder experience itself,
Not
no
quite
offense
that
intended,
compelling.
is not very compelling. Did sign up, cost me $10, and yeah, I gotta unsubscribe on that bad. You are publishing a website from the '90s in this monster. I don't know, maybe there's an elite tool that I didn't get to use or something, but whoo, Nelly. So give me a call, AT&T. We'll get you into an awesome web builder. I know you like it because you used it for your own website. That is the showcase for today.
That's wild.
That is something, I
That
know.
is pretty impressive.
Okay. What are we doing next? I think we're skipping GitHub.
Yeah, got nothing in there.
But it is, maybe we'll do some PRB.
Introducing Great Choice by Greg Joyce.
Greg Joyce, what wonderful choice are you about to make?
This is another one that's it's kind of an archival choice. This is just one of the, sometimes I take pictures of things that are cool around town. Not really much of a car guy, but as you know, I like rusty things, and this is
Got to get to work
one
somehow,
of the rustier
right?
cars I've seen. So
That's a pretty rusty beast.
That
pretty cool.
looks like a sweet ride to me, man.
Yeah.
Unsafe at any speed.
Check out the back tires. Equally unsafe. Check out the back tires.
Yeah, those are slick.
That's how you know it's unsafe.
Stuck to it.
Done a burnout or two. All right. Well, that's a choice, I guess. I like the white walls, though. That's how you know
Yeah,
it's
they're
gangster.
nice.
That is
I'll have a better choice next week.
All right.
Spent too much time around the office this week.
That's fair. What other choices have we made in the PRB?
I actually didn't make a whole lot of choices in the PRB this week because I was doing other stuff, but the rest of the concrete5 team tore it up over the last couple days.
Sweet.
Got some stuff through the door.
All right.
So the first thing we have up here is File List Pro from Growth Curve, and as you see, it gives you kind of a nice filterable list of files for your users should download from your website, and I believe that your configuration options on what kind of files are displayed are pretty nice.
Nice. Oh, it looks pretty. I like little rounded
Next
boxes.
one
Sure.
up is the page list tooltip gallery.
Ooh.
And I believe what this one does is it lets you, as you mouse over various images that come through in a page list, you get a little summary of what kind of page you're going to see if you were to click on one of those images. So this is a pretty good one. It was developed by Blue Fractals, and it seems to me like it solves a specific problem in an elegant way, and it would probably save you significant time coding something that probably isn't in your best interest to reinvent the wheel. So it's
Nice.
Next up here is image feed from Lars, and this one just kind of pulls in a Instagram feed onto your website. And
Cool.
this is either really cheap or it's free, so if you want to have Instagram on a website, another easy option. Don't write it yourself, just do it.
Do it.
Cool.
I believe this is limited to hashtags here, so I don't know what. I don't know what
that's your
hashtag was
filter on
used.
hashtag?
It's just limited by hashtags, yeah. So I don't know what they use to get these images, for instance. But
Looks like a lot of family fun happening there.
Family fun.
Some
Greek
Minecraft horseplay. Alright, this is Rony D's Twitter Bird by Rony D Developer. And I believe that
That bird
this
tweets
is
at
an
me?
animated bird that flies around your site.
Awesome. Just in time for the IPO.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so
Cool.
that's pretty cool.
Follow me if you can.
Twitter bird.
And this next up is Equid Store Connector by SK1. And this was just the only screenshot he had was a screenshot of the configuration interface. So this is the image I chose to display instead. But it lets you
You appreciate it.
connect your
I
Equid
appreciate those off of one
storefront
breath.
to your concrete5 website. And I believe we already had an add-on that does this, but it's nice to have options. So there it is.
It connects what to your concrete5?
Equid Store, I guess it's another e-commerce, option for people.
All right.
It's like a Shopify or a.
Sure. Yeah, there's
So
a
there's
whole...
blocks and things you could put on the front end of your
It's
site
one
in theory?
block, I believe.
Okay.
You set up one block, and then once that block's in place, it just kind of rewrites your URL appropriately and swaps out what products you're viewing.
Cool.
Is that about right, Matt?
that's about right. Yeah, you can kind of load up all this stuff over Ajax, and
Oh, okay.
you got shopping carting your actual page. And it's all pretty slick.
Nice.
Sweet.
Next one.
What?
This isn't this is an IRC chat. Oh no, this is Long Story Short Parallax by Yordif. And
Definitely not IRC chat, man.
Yeah,
Add life to your IRC chat.
some serious IRC chatting. Chatting in the lawn. No, this is another like kind of full image, good kind of like a call to action theme, I guess is what you could call it. It's
beautiful.
Check out our product or project.
Yeah.
Yeah, so check it out if you want one of those parallaxy scrolling themes. It's
Yeah.
a good one.
I'm a sucker for that kind of thing.
Yeah, it's a hit. It's now. It's the now sound.
Dude, you have a future in marketing. It's unbelievable.
All right.
You're like Mad Men over there. Just need to get you a martini.
I think that's the last place I heard now sound was on that. But next up, this is IRC Chat, and this is by M. Locati.
What?
And if you need IRC Chat in your concrete5 website,
You got it.
surprisingly enough, I think this is the first option. For as much as our
Yeah.
crew loves IRC, there has never been IRC in concrete5 before now.
Wow.
Just because you don't want anyone in IRC who can't figure out how to get in there on their own. But now the doors have opened.
Yeah.
So
And this is
good luck,
Friday the
IRC.
13th. This is
This is the truth.
There you go.
Curse you, M. Locati!
No, that's awesome.
Yeah.
It's good. Little web-based IRC client
Yeah.
there. Let's spark that up and see what's going on in the chat. I forgot to mention at the beginning of the show that we're going to try to avoid the Google chat thing and perhaps look at Twitter or IRC or something when we get to the how would we do it. So
Yeah, because that doesn't seem to be working.
too little, too late on that one, but we'll figure that out in a second. Proceed forward, Mr. Joyce.
This is Location Finder from Joe Hive Creative, and it's pretty good. Yeah, I reviewed this one, and it lets you use page properties in order to define an address, and it will in page display a particular location, like highlight a location in page, and then also it will aggregate locations beneath the current page you're on if you want, and
Sticks them on a map.
you can search for your local location, which is good. Yeah, it's a nice option to our own
Dealer
business
locator.
finder or whatever.
Dealer locator.
Dealer locator.
Yeah, that one works by you can like import an Excel list and it's all just in a
Right,
flat table,
yeah,
which makes sense if you just
Yeah.
have dealers.
Yeah.
But if you want to have pages that you're linking to, this looks like a great answer.
Yeah, this would let you curate that content a little better, which is something people have been clamoring for.
Sweet.
And this last one up is called Madfolio.
Oh, did we approve
And
this?
We approved it just recently.
Ooh,
I don't
nice.
usually editorialize on add-ons, but I thought this one was pretty good.
I thought you thought it was more than pretty good,
Yeah.
Greg Joyce. I thought you thought it was a
You brought
great
it to our
choice.
attention, and I think that's pretty solid.
There was a staff email.
It is, yeah, it is cool. It's cool because he submitted everything working. We dug through it pretty hard and couldn't find any actual errors. The guy is an architect, so there might be some sort of like programmery criticisms that could be made of how it was built, but the fact is it all works, which is awesome.
It looks awful
And,
pretty too.
Yeah, it looks awesome. Matt, if you would care to do me a solid and enter the following URL into your browser address bar. That's Madfolio. Mark with a C, no dot, DAH, men.de.
Is this really the best way we can do this?
Is this?
It's like a game of
Or I could
telephone with
alternatively,
URLs.
I could paste you. Alright, just hit enter. See what
Oh,
happens.
.de, right?
Technology has brought us to a
.de.
Yeah.
.de.
whole new level of communication.
Hey, look
You're
at that.
If you could
Well, we
please
did.
add this floppy disk.
Alright, so yeah, this is his documentation page for it. Is
Sweet.
actually in the add-on.
Oh,
And if you just want to look at the features, I don't know, it's pretty cool.
that's nice.
It includes its own set of attributes and stuff like that. So it's not
Sweet,
really
include
a
themes.
theme that you could use to convert your existing website to make it look this way.
Well, like in the
But
theme
you
of
could,
concrete 5, you
if
have to do
you-
some tinkering to make it
yeah.
behave. But
If you wanted to
Wow, this is pretty
that's
impressive.
a really
add
nice
this as
job.
a
Yeah.
sub
I
part
looked at
of
part
your
of it.
site, a portfolio section of your site would be excellent. Or if you are a designer or something like that, this is a good starting point or destination for a responsive site.
No, it's definitely onto something. It's a lot of the same grid ideas that we're experimenting with the
Right,
gathering.
yeah, I
block.
mean, it uses the isotope library,
Really
which
nice,
is pretty
yeah.
popular. And I don't know.
Bravo to you, sir. Love
Gives
this.
you, it actually has
fully
three,
featured guy.
3 themes included with it, 3 styles.
and a fair amount of actual functionality. Like it is more of a whole website than just a theme. As I
Yeah.
understand it.
Right. Yeah. I mean, well, it's its own site builder, kind of, is what it is.
Yeah.
The way you use attributes and stuff, it makes sense, and it's intuitive. You can install this and start using it, and it's actually kind of fun to play with. I think is probably what struck
Nice.
me.
Bravo. Well, great choice, Greg Joyce.
Yeah,
Fantastic
absolutely.
job. Thank you.
Cool.
Sweet. All right.
Yep.
That looks
Alright,
good.
See you guys.
See ya. Thanks. All right. Safe driving. Whew. Now I think it's time for how would we do that?
How would we do that? Good sir.
Okay. Let's see. We've got a couple of things we were going to talk about.
Yes.
But we should figure out how to tell people to ask us questions. Since Google Chat does not cut the mustard.
Let's get a better way.
I feel like most of you have Twitter accounts, and if you don't, I know they're really going to need you on there with the upcoming IPO. So why don't you just at concrete5 if you've got a question you want us to chat about, and we will figure out how to go look at them.
Yeah.
In the meantime,
We can answer some questions.
we've got a couple that we pegged out from the week of excitement. Do you want to bring up that Facebooky one?
Yeah, sure.
Ooh, Facebook.
A fellow on Facebook just asked, Rob Warden, hey guys, I'm new to Concrete5 and I don't have a lot of experience in websites. I want to create a blog where on the main page of the listings I have a thumbnail pictures reflecting the content of that post. In addition, I don't want the date in the Who Created post to show up. Do you know any way of doing this? Thanks. We do! We know a way of doing that. In your default Concrete5 install, there's a blog page. And it summarizes pages of blog type. Or blog post type,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, blog.
And it does that with a with a thumbnail. It's already built.
Yeah.
So all you really need to do, you will need to push a little code, but all you need to do is make a custom template for the I guess the pageless block that we're using on the blog landing
and I
page.
think the template, there's actually a template, that it does exist that's like blog thumbnail, blog entry thumbnail, something like that, that actually does use the thumbnail that we are already posting through Composer.
Yeah. So you'll find that the default blog in Concrete5 already looks like that. Basically what you're going to need to do is get into that view layer and turn off the name and the date that you wanted and just use thumbnails. So, will involve a little bit of pushing code, but you are talking about minutes, not hours on that one. So if that seems like something you want to learn, mark yourself out. If it doesn't, there's an awesome jobs board. If you go to concrete5.org/community/jobs, I'm sure you could post something about that in there, and someone would eagerly help you tailor that template to your heart's content.
Yeah.
Answer.
Absolutely.
Boom. John the Fish wants us to talk about timeout stuff.
Yeah.
I think-
Bring this up here.
Say,
1 second. I'm gonna have to log
I
in.
gotta log in. Oh yeah. Oh girl. It is so spooky with the black and white.
I
Man.
know.
I'm ready for Halloween. It's awesome. All right. Ooh, timeout stuff. You read this earlier.
I did.
What's
The
he
gist
asking?
of this is he was wondering if there is a timeout in the file, the get contents function in the file helper. There is a timeout that defaults to 5 seconds, and he's basically wondering if it is honored at all, and B, due to the way that these functions nest, could it not be actually double than the timeout that you set? And my first response is yes, I think you are correct in that the potential timeout is actually double the way the code is written now, because if you scroll down, Matt, and go to the code snippet and view the whole code snippet, not that this matters, not that people can really see it too much, but the first little if statement checks to see if there's a function called file get contents defined in your PHP install, and it attempts to use that to get the contents of the file, and it gives that a timeout of 5 seconds. And if that fails, it then tries to fall back to using the built-in curl functions, and then what that would imply is that that curl function will use the same timeout value, potentially leading to having a timeout of 10 seconds instead of 5 seconds. So that is very savvy. And then the second question in this particular post is, does curl actually take a timeout value? And that is a little bit fuzzier. I know from some experience that curl's options are a little bit kind of dependent on the server platform that you're working with. For example, there is a curl option that is like on Windows servers. I was just Googling this. The timeout is actually curl opt timeout _ms. So we might want to revisit some of that code and make sure that all of the different options are being passed in there. and you might find some Googling to be beneficial there. And if you do find a way to make that timeout and curl more robust for your different server setups, we would happily accept a pull request on it.
There you go.
So hopefully that answers the question. And yeah, it is interesting. The timeout could potentially be double what you put in there. There you go.
Cool. I see a question on Twitter. How is 5.7 coming along? I'm excited. We're excited too. 5.7 is coming along. For the last few weeks, it's been a lot of comps coming along. We've been sucked into building a digital asset management system inside of concrete5, which has been an interesting and awesome adventure. It's very powerful and exciting, but we're now coming back up for air. So we get to circle back around and focus on 5.7 and some of its interface love. We've been kind of leaking screenshots to a thread somewhere. It might be in community leaders.
Yeah, I think it is.
But yeah, it's pretty cool. We spent some time going through all the other web builders out there, the Squarespaces and Weebly's and Wix's and Yolas and all those guys, and did a pretty exhaustive competitive review and kind of tried to take some lessons from interface choices they've been making and, borrow them. Thanks, guys. It's just really illuminating to kind of see how a lot of these problems have been solved by their folks, and certainly, I don't think anyone's doing it perfectly, but there's some things that everyone seems to be doing that we're kind of adopting as well, and they already are starting to feel much more intuitive. So we've got this concept of bringing in side panels. So instead of as many overlay windows as you see in Concrete 5.6 today, you put up properties and you get an overlay window with tabs in it, and and before too long your space is kind of, and you're in this little thing like, oh my god, why
feels
am I
a little claustrophobic.
Claustrophobic. And so now we've kind of opened things up, and we've got these side panels that whoosh around, and just much more intuitive and open, and there's just space to deal with so many things that we've had to stack in. So we're very excited about it, and it is coming along. There's the answer to that. Anything else in the various chats that we're monitoring? Matt, Andy, anything else you want to talk about? Questions?
We hit on
comments. Is anything showing?
My points.
Okay.
We get nothing from the Google chat today. I'm having trouble loading it up.
Google Chat. All right. Well, we're going to do a better job of figuring out where we want to chat during this thing and announcing that before Totally Random next week. And if we are in fact doing Totally Random, I think we are.
I think so.
I feel like I'll be here.
Yeah, I'm here.
Sweet. Well, then I guess we're going to see you next week, and it's been Totally Random.
Fridays at 10 a.m. Pacific Time.